All right, hello and welcome, welcome, welcome. You know the deal. We actually have. Oh, I didn't mean to change this. Where is the planet? I'm so confused. Oh, over here. There's actually an announcement today. I should share my screen, but I won't. Who cares? The big box promotional cards are coming to the game, which is very fun. Apparently 23 project cards and another 2 corporations. Astrodrill I actually think is interesting, but it needs more expansions before it's very viable. It uses asteroid resources, so if you can get an asteroid engine going, that's very cool, but there aren't that many asteroid cards in the game because you have to get into the later expansions before they add enough for you to actually find anything. And then the other half here, oh god, this is a terrible start. I'm just trying to move 2 things at the same time. Maybe interplanetary? There are some building tags. No, get me out of this one. Forfeit. And then the other company is Pharma, which is like really interesting because you have disease cubes which cost you money, but every time you play science tags, it removes the disease cubes to get you TR. So it's a pretty good, like, as you play micro cards, you get more disease, then you play science, and you get the benefit of TR pretty cheaply. But the second you complete, you get rid of all the disease, you get a big TR boost. So I don't know if it's better to try milking the diseases by getting some, taking some off, or if it's better to just cure the disease completely, eradicate it as early as possible, get the 3 bonus TR, and just consider that a good start. I'm not sure, but either way, new expansion coming. We'll see what happens. Celestic or Vitor. Let's get into this game, man. Let's get into this game. This is the worst card in the game. Celestic or Vitor? I mean, look, we'll take Celestic. Why am I taking Celestic? I don't really know. Because there's nothing here for Vitor, basically, is the answer to that. Man, like, this is quite frankly bad. Like, it's not good. We're getting a little bit of production to start. We are going to be given, not bad actually, very lucky draw. So with Celestic we get 2 card draw, which is what I was hoping for. We ended up getting dirigibles into deuterium export, which is really nice because we can play dirigibles onto itself, and that gives us a little discount towards deuterium export, and then we can use our company to put one on deuterium export and cash that out for an energy, and we can do that basically every gen. Next gen, for instance, I can get an immigrant city and a lava tube settlement. Don't know if that makes sense, but I also have 3 Venus tags, so likely the sulfur exports is going to be it. That's going to be so in next gen. It's going to be the thing to do. It'll be a TR, and it'll be several bits of income. I actually meant to do heat bumps there. I totally, like, misclicked through that. I mean, we do need the TR at one point, but I'm not going to go that way. I will get the money microbes because there are lots of ways for us to work around that. Dirigibles for the discount makes sense to me. And then, yeah, man. Sulfur exports. Use a little bit of steel here. And then this is $1 off if I'm not mistaken. But that's okay. That's okay. One more Venus bump, which at this point I feel like we may as well get, enables us to play our microbe card. If I had held off for a gen, I could have gotten an extra income for having another Venus tag, but look, I mean, you can't win them all. So let's grab cards that kind of work okay here. Keep getting energy. Do we have a Venus thing that we want to play? Yes, we do. So we'll get another dirigible. And then boom, little discount there. The card draw, I think, is very worthwhile here. So we'll go ahead and get this started. Another Venus bump. Actually, that gets us another card draw. So let's go ahead and just do that right away. I don't mind the Noctis farming. Again, we have a couple of city cards in our hand, which might work out well. We already gave up on a 1-point animal card that was livestock, I believe, in our starting draft. So we are looking for another 1-point animal for large convoy to really have a big payoff. But hey, man, we're just rolling with it here. We've got. I mean, let's get to the Gen 4 audit and then talk about where we are. But I'm liking these neutral granaries here. I don't like that they block some of the ocean adjacency, but I guess we can city here and city here. It's time to get some bonus heat bumps, though, to get closer to this heat breakpoint. An ice asteroid, I mean, that is a terraformer. And then 2 TR for 1 energy income is pretty good. I don't know that I need more energy income because I have the whole floater thing going on. 1 card draw per turn is no joke either. Dirigibles. Again, do I need a Venus tag? I mean, I did get Atalanta, so let's keep dirigibles putting onto itself. I could just preload deuterium export, and then if I get a better floater card in the future, I would be able to chase that better. That's what my brain is thinking. That's why I keep reevaluating that card. What's killing me here is that I want to play this, but I want to get a heat bump first from the government. And I want to play this. But it's not that efficient. I don't want to play this city until I can play that city. I might just hold off on this turn and make sure I have enough to play my Giant Ice Asteroid next turn. I'm holding way too much money into the next gen, but I really want it to work out. But let's talk about our incomes overall here. We start with 14 TR, so we're plus 4, 5 income there, that's 9, plus another $7 worth of income, that gets us up to 16. But we also have $3 per turn on dirigibles, $3 per turn on sulfur eating. So we're right in the economic range that we want to be, that 15 to 20 sweet spot. We're kind of over it a little bit. We have that conceptual 1 energy production per turn coming, which is really nice. It keys off on a lot of cards that we have here that use energy. In terms of terraforming, we don't actually have Venus terraforming infrastructure, but we did get a couple bumps early. The same thing with the heat. Our heat production is quite low, but I think that with our large asteroid next turn, plus deep well heating, we're just going to be in such a good spot to go crazy, man. To go crazy right now. I'm wondering if I want to use the government to push oxygen. That's the thing I'm computing the most. I know I have a lot of money. I'm going to let some more steel come in. It's just whether or not I aim at the double heat production next turn or the 1 heat production next turn and be on the precipice. It's one of those questions, right? So anyway, so we have some economic stuff that's good. We got some taps that are good, but we don't have a ton of oceans, right? Just a couple. And we don't have a ton of Venus. So those are really the things that we're looking out for. Let's go to the next gen and see what we can get here. I'm going to take that heat bump so that we're all set for the triple bump. Strip mine, strip mine, strip mine. We love a strip mine. That actually is really freaking good for us. So let's make sure that we do our big old... Well, no. First, we do a card draw. You never know. Media archives, that's fine. We don't need to play it right away, but we could have gotten like rebates or space discounts or anything like that. Celestic onto Deuterium is going to keep making sense for a while. Dirigibles onto itself is still good. Yeah, I mean, it's got to be Ice Asteroid, right? Like, boom, boom, boom. Now, that does leave us... I know I wanted to get 1 more heat income from Deep Well Heating. But Strip Mine. It's like, that's where the argument starts and where the argument ends. Like, it's just so much income to go for the Strip Mine. 2 steel, a titanium, that's $7 outright if you don't have advanced alloys, which we don't, but we could get. And then the 2 oxygen bumps, which are worth a money production each. Like, it's just $9 per turn of greatness at the cost of 2 energy. Like, it's absolutely worthwhile. Let's make sure we get another Venus bump just to keep this in the zone. I think that there's a double bump for Venus that requires -10 or lower, so we might want to keep it at this like sweet spot. But look at this, some cheap energy, a cheap ocean if we need it, cheap greenery, cheap. I don't actually need that energy though. We have so much already. Imported GHGs. I mean, that's fine. We keep going with deuterium export. Now, before I play Research Outpost, I'd really like to get the income from having played Immigrant City. That's kind of where I'm looking here. I have $9 more if I need it. So Immigrant City could go here. Then a Research Outpost. I mean, I could do it for the ocean at the bottom, which would be pretty nice. So I'm liking that idea. And now we're at 6 plants, and what do you know? We have a universal discount. We can get our moss, and if we have 2 titanium in hand with no other space cards to really play, we may as well get this heat income. Because that 3 heat plus 1 heat income actually is a breakpoint to get a heat bump next turn by getting to 8. So, I mean, this is fine. We also have another potential city to place here. That'll get us the plants we need. I'll take another oxygen bump, though, just to make sure we stay on the level. A mining area, a bunch of Venus stuff. I really don't want to do steelworks if I can avoid it. But I have a lot of energy to burn. So let's keep grabbing cards like that. All right, Venus Way Station. I mean, you're talking to me. I need to keep pushing deuterium export. Like, there's, like, not really a question about that one. If I don't have much space stuff to do, the way to do this is... Well, I don't... There's, like, 3 ways I want to take this. Like, I'm thinking, hey, I can play Noctis Farming. Bear with me. That gets me the 2 plants. We go here. We grab that heat. Why do we grab the heat? Well, we don't actually want the heat. We just want access for this titanium. Still, we come over here. We use our titanium to get a discount. We come over here. We use our floaters to get a Venus bump and 3 more floaters. That goes right back onto dirigibles. Everyone's so proud of us. Everyone's so happy. And then what? I mean, like, we have... things to do, I know, but this is 3 income. May as well lose a point. Well, I don't have rebates on events or anything. This is an income and an energy income, like, yes, and then yes, probably, and just get up to 2 plant income this way. And then, yeah, start building up those microbes again. I mean, 31 TR is no joke. We are at going into Gen 8. And we have a lot of Venus to do. I'm going to go ahead and get this ocean here to try and get us some better adjacencies. But look at that. Rebate on space events. And look at this. Terraform the planet using some stuff. And there you go. Mining rights, even more titanium production. I mean, what's not to love? The only problem I have now is that I don't have that many space events. And I want to use my floaters to do things that aren't force precipitation, but I can't really. Because I need to be putting 1 and then 2 floaters on it every round. And that really stifles the rate at which I was getting energy. Which is my own damn fault. But I can still be upset about it. I mean, look, grass is plant production, so that's worthy. Give me a lava tube, maybe? Keep trashing our energy. And then with that last little bit of money... I mean, this is set up for a TR. This is set up for a heat bump. We're going to have to get the government to keep helping us with the heat itself. And we do have 2 oceans in hand, which means we just need to find 2 more oceans. I don't know. I think this is okay. A lot of help for the heat is actually lovely. This is insanely good. I don't have that much energy to spare. So we'll live and let die on that one. Live and let die. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do the first thing, which is bumping this Venus. That'll get us the lovely, lovely, ever so lovely bonus TR. Then, our heat bump is fine. Then I'm just looking at these nukes, man. Like, lava flows here, away from our city. We don't mind. Nuke here, away from our city. I mean, there you go. The heat is in, baby. We really found it. Plantation is kind of cute because you can put it here for the 2 plants, and that gets you the next one. So that's the extra heat bump and so forth. And then, yeah, I have the steel. I'm waiting on this energy to be able to play that card because I do have 2 more dirigibles. So this will be free, basically. Getting 3 plants plus 1 in the bonus phase, I think, is worthwhile. There are things that like plant tags, like insects, that we could get a bonus on. I guess we play these things. It's not really a great return on investment, but we're here now. A little bit more oxygen. A bribe committee, again, I would normally never play this card, but if I'm worried about getting to 63 TR, it's worthwhile. Now, the thing is, I got a TR here. I got 2 TR here, and I got a bonus TR from this track. I do think I need a little bit more. So we go for a card draw here. I mean, these are great. These are great. I don't have a 1-point animal. It's like the big elephant in the room that we're missing here. I also don't have a ton of Venus bumps to go. And with our energy being as low as it is, we're not having as much energy pool over into heat to help us with the rest of the heat track. Though we did just do a lot of work there. I think that it's probably best to spend out this titanium for tempo. Even if these could be 4 animals, I do need a lot of plants anyway. It's a space event. It gives me cards. Look at that. We got trees. That immediately makes it worth it. I'm going to play the trees right away. Mangrove is not too bad either. There could be an argument to be made here about buying a couple of oceans just manually in an effort to make better adjacencies, though I can't get quite enough oceans down to get to the next greenery. These cities here were fine in terms of me scooping points with my own city, but they're not so fine in other ways. Let's just go ahead and grab this then. And honestly, like, let's 1, 2... There's a triple Venus bump, so let's leave room for a triple plus our click here. And then we have a breakpoint already for a heat bump. I don't know, like 2, 3, 7. I don't think that there's a world where playing micro mills makes sense. It doesn't really help us with the breakpoints, even with the board pickups. One more heat bump from the government. I think that buying greeneries isn't so bad for me, especially if I can do something like this. This is really good. Specifically because if I spend the $10 here, I can get the 2 floaters for this, and then maybe we'll hit something even better. We kind of didn't, but whatever, man. We could have. We could have. Card draw? Mars University. Should have played that first. Oopsie. Forgot about one of my card draws. Though, I mean, like, I only got to it because I played Atalanta to dig for 2 more cards, but still. Timing is timing. House Printing has a point on it. I don't think I'm going to get another card draw. Like, I see one on the board, but I need 3 Venus bumps. And I really don't have the money. Mangrove is kind of nice. Though there's a world where Mangrove Does it help us with a breakpoint? Like, if I play it here, I could get to these 2 plants and a card draw pretty easy, actually. So I guess we have to buy those oceans. I mean, we're kind of screwed, quite frankly. But you aquifer, mangrove, and then, like, what sucks, and it really does suck, is that, like, if I put a greenery down, I could bushes and get the last greenery. But if I put a greenery here and here, that would give me the heat that I need for the next heat bump. And then on top of that, I need all those Venus bumps. So, like, we certainly have problems. If I do this, then we're probably going to find a microbe card if I go here. I mean, a heat bump is a lot cheaper than a Venus bump, or than a plant. I just feel like you go here, and then you greenery here. Keep them beside your cities. Keep between the lines, son. This is a $2 profit. And I mean, like, you're staring down the barrel here of 1 heat bump and 1 Venus bump. 1 heat bump and 1 Venus bump. I mean, this is just free. You can just do that. Instead of getting 2 TR, I could also play bushes. Bushes will get us an additional greenery, I believe, but it's basically only 1 point because that greenery has to go. Oh no, it's 2 greeneries, both adjacent to a city. So let's, for the sake of argument, we've terraformed all of Mars, and we've played some bushes, and that lets us put a couple more greeneries down. I was a gen early? I was a gen early. Oh no. Oh no. Why? What happened? Oh my god. I mean, it doesn't even matter that much because I didn't get much to do here. But did I grab advanced alloys? I did. So that's a great grab because I have a card cycle built into playing it. I mean, Earth Office is like nothing. But like, man, I didn't need to cash out my microbes or anything. Like, okay, well, what's this card draw? Three points if I can get an animal down. And I can. I really can. So, I mean, look. I mean, ecological zone goes here. Advanced ecosystems. And then insects for 10 plants. Throw me solar power for funsies. And then, yeah, I mean, all right, let's think about this. Can I buy a city for a card? No. The answer is no. Why is it no? Well, the answer is no, because if I do, I will have $6 left, and I put a greenery here. That means I'll have $10 left, and that's not 15 for that sneaky little last bump. So let's do that. And then because I don't have enough money for a city, and I have a lot of titanium, we should go grab a card. And look at this. 1 point per city adjacency. Oddly enough, if I put it here for 2 points, it cuts off one of my adjacencies. But I could put it here for 1 point, and that's really not that good either. But it feels better than cutting myself off. So we'll get a microbe for fun, and we'll get a floater for fun. And yeah, I mean, sorry about the old forgetful. I need a single plant, so I'm going to go over here, and then here, and here. So placing that up here actually was a breakpoint for plants. Retrospective, I didn't know at the time, but like that's totally fine, man. That's totally fine. That is a full terraform. That is more than 63 TR and 66 and 100 points. So not only is it a trifecta, but more content is coming to the game, which is cool. So, you know, maybe we'll preview some of the cards next time or something. But a trifecta plus a new announcement is good times in the Maritimes right now. See you next time. Ciao for now.